am so honored to celebrate my Uncle Jim today, to share how his vibrancy, I'm honored to celebrate my Uncle Jim today, to share how his vibrancy, joy, and appreciation for life influenced me and still does. Absolutely. And if he were here, oh, this is great. This is so great. Look around. So Uncle Jim seemed to effortlessly find beauty in everyday moments, and he gifted that to those around him. When he shared his love of music, food, Packers, or the day's event, he had a really uncanny knack of kind of bringing you into the fold, always making me feel loved, included, valued, and connected. One summer, my sister Kathy and I spent a week at Jim and Kay's. I was 12, she was 14. Lots of good memories with Mary and Tracy and the twins. Sorry, you guys are now Tracy and Christy. Okay, sorry, I gotta get that right. But the most vivid memory is when Kay and Jim took us to a jazz brunch. How kind, how fun, how vibrant. Jim would lean over and point out different musicians or say, "Janie, have you tried this yet? Oh my gosh, isn't this great? Isn't this just great?" And it certainly was. One time, Jim and Kay were visiting, I think they were in Manitowoc for probably a St. Patrick's Day party. I don't know, the years blur. But they made it a point to come and watch my daughter Allie and another great niece, Bob's niece, and Pat and Diane's granddaughter, Christy's here, her daughter. They were playing basketball together. And we were in a drafty gym, sitting on old wooden benches, watching 5th and 6th graders travel and foul as they learn the game. And Jim turned to me and he said, "Isn't this just great? Just great." And we appreciated together. The kids giggling, working towards a common goal, creating community, surrounded by our family of grandmas, aunts, uncles, and cousins. It truly was great. When my brother Pat called and asked if I'd speak today, I said, "Well, of course, I love Uncle Jim." And Kay, and Mary, and Tracy, and Jill, and Christy, but I'm not sure that I know him all that well. We didn't really live all that close. And we saw him, once in a while, and I continued, Pat, I'm in Aldi right now. Now, if Jim were here, I imagine saying, "Janie, look at that pineapple. A whole bin of pineapples in the middle of February in Wisconsin. Isn't that just fabulous? Just fabulous." Pat laughed and said, yeah, that's Jim. He was praising the chocolate pudding last week. Our daughters met Jim a handful of times. We stayed with them for a wedding in Stillwater once. They saw him at family events here and there. But over the last 5 years or so, when I say, "You know what my Uncle Jim would say right now?" They hear me praise the beauty in the moment and often join in. That's just great. Isn't it great? What a wonderful role model, teacher, inspiration, and uncle. So as I journey on for the rest of my life, I intend to hold Jim tight, hold tight to Jim's teaching and spirit, and let WWJD help lead a path to a joyful, loving life. Thank you for being here.